What's up, and welcome to another night with Montee and MiMi. In the chair with Montee and MiMi, I can't even talk tonight, y'all. So listen, it's so good to be back. I was off last week. MiMi gave me the week off to spend with my mother, so I'm thankful for that. What's up, MiMi?
Ain't nothing, just got in the house.
Lord Jesus,
Yeah.
you look
Life
beautiful.
of a hustlepreneur.
Life of a hustlepreneur. You look
Yeah.
beautiful tonight. I love the lip that is matching
Thank you.
this this little sexiness that you got going on tonight.
Thank you.
You're looking like a whole meal over there.
Ah, yeah.
You don't
And dessert.
you don't want to be a snack. Be a whole meal.
Oh, I ain't no snack. It's too much to be a snack.
What's up, Sandra?
Mm-mm.
So, how was your week, Mimi?
My week has been it's been good.
Okay.
I said yes a lot last week.
You said
So I
yes.
had my Saturday. I was glad because normally I'd be saying no because I be ready to go home, go to sleep because I'm always gone. But it was my little, I call it's my niece cousin, just me and her mother like sisters. So come to find out, it was a cookout for her surprise birthday party for
Hmm.
her and her brother because they're twins. And I had never met the boyfriend. Come to find out, I grew up with the whole daggone family. I get there, child, I know everybody in the daggone family because they gave me the address. I pull up, I said, wait a minute, I know this house here.
Wow.
And child, their mother was my choir director for many years. So,
What
well,
else?
the grandmother.
What else you
So,
doing that house? What's
huh?
what else you do in that house back in the day?
I was drinking and doing being me. And then I had my friend Levita's 50th birthday party that night. So I had to come home and I put on a little shimmy number, because it was like a little after. Oh yeah, I was cute. Had my little like chain shirt situation up. I posted a little picture.
I need to go on your
Yeah,
page and look at your picture.
yeah, it was very cute. I might bring that out for the next photo shoot.
Oh,
I
okay.
said, hold up, I forgot about this here.
You forgot about the sexiness. So listen,
Yeah, so yeah, I had a good week. I drank way too much.
you drank way too much.
Yeah, I had to drive yesterday.
Oh wow, I have been in bed, child. When I tell you that this thing got me down, and I can't wait till I can go back to the doctor tomorrow to get this MRI.
Oh, your little titty. That's what it is. That's what happened.
So listen, y'all. So let me clarify what Mimi is talking about. I was trying to be Hercules in the gym, and I pulled my pectoral muscle. And so when I tell you I am in pain, I am in pain. This has been like the worst pain that I've ever experienced in my life, clearly. And so I've had x-rays, CAT scans, tomorrow's an MRI. I'm just hoping that, whatever it is, they can get it fixed and we can be on with my life.
Did
That's
you
what I
take the
want.
happy pill I gave you?
I took your happy pill and I was
Yeah.
happy. I
Good.
started, I said, I need Mimi to go re-up and get some more happy
Oh, I
pills.
am. I'm gonna go get some more. I'm gonna probably go with some more when the show over with.
Because this place that these pills that these people gave me ain't working.
No,
So
because happy pills are real happy. The ones they give you now, they don't. It's like eating a Skittles.
which I don't know what it's like. So listen, tonight, we are going to read our infamous letters. So we always have this letters. So what'd you say? You can't wait.
I can't wait, honey. These letters give me my whole life.
So I was going to write a letter to you tonight, Mimi, but I decided not to.
Why?
Because my thing was, I said, I've always heard how you put people down and write the letters. We're like, why the hell they write this letter? Why just didn't they just say what they mean? So
Uh-huh.
tonight, I'm just going to say what I mean.
Oh, okay, but you do that.
So, Mimi, this is the
Yeah.
first letter, and it's not. We need to bring in Miss Gigi. What's up, Miss Gigi? Can we bring Miss Gigi in? What's up, Miss?
Hey.
Let me unmute myself. Hi,
Oh,
baby.
Hey.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm fine. So glad. Hey, girl, it's good
You
to see
looking
you. Hey,
too
Monty.
cute.
Your face just glowing and luxuriating. I told Monty that already. Gorgeous.
Glad that you're here with us tonight.
Yeah.
So I have an issue. So
Okay.
I was going to write this letter, but I chose not to because I felt like that I should just address the issue myself on here and just kind of hear feedback from you guys to see how I should deal with this problem, if I
Okay.
should even deal with it. So Mimi has always accused me of opening doors for people. What's up, Linda? Of opening up doors for people and letting people in that should not be in my life.
Yes.
So I did that with this individual named Cornelius. I'm gonna call names tonight. And so, in the process of me doing this with Cornelius, I found that, I was trying to be Cornelius's friend. I found that we brought him on the show a whole lot. Him and Mimi were kicking it and talking and laughing and things of that nature. However, there came a period to where Cornelius became very messy.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, I tried to ignore it. I tried to put it off. I tried to just say, you know what, maybe he's not being messy. Let me give him a chance. Let me do this and that. But that wasn't the case. And so what he would do was he would try to start confusion between Jacoby and I. And everyone knows that Jacoby and I are going through a divorce. So oftentimes, Cornelius would call me and be like, well, Jacoby said this, and I keep asking Jacoby, can y'all get back together and all this? And I kept telling him, I said, that's not what we want. We're clear on what we're doing. And I kept saying, I don't want to hear anything that Jacoby has to say. I never discussed Jacoby with him because I know how that can get. Because my thing is, I just don't believe in doing things like that. What Jacoby and I have is very private, and we've been very private about it. And so time went on. And so Cornelius came back. And so then he was being even messier, and he brought the church into it. And he had said that he had went to this event to where the pastor had told him he never watches my show because it's too messy and he doesn't watch messy shows. And so he said there was a whole group of people that discussed it
But how
there.
the church? I'm sorry. How the pastor know it's messy if he ain't ever watched it?
So,
Yeah, we get back. Uh-huh.
so my thing was I kind of shunned everybody for a little bit because I was taking Cornelius's word for it, because here it is. He's a friend to the show. We have him on the show often. We're talking to him. He would call me all the time and things of that nature. And so then it was just, I had this epiphany. And I was just like, you know what? He keeps a lot of drama going, and I'm not trying to have that in my life. And so my thing was, let me cut him off completely. And when I cut him off, it was just a dry cut. I didn't give him an explanation. I didn't feel like I needed to give him an explanation.
Right.
My thing is, you know what you've done, you know what you've been doing. So my thing was, there's no point in me giving you an explanation. Fast forward. So now I guess he feels like he has tea on Lamont. What's up, DJ? So I feel like he feels like he has tea on Lamont. And so now it was this thing to where he was like telling people, oh, you need to call Jacoby. You need to call Jacoby and see what's going on. And so Jacoby can tell you this and Jacoby can tell you that. But my thing is, I know Jacoby. Jacoby doesn't need a messenger to tell anybody to call him. Jacoby would say that for himself.
Exactly.
So my thing is, I don't understand why Cornelius, that's his name, him, he's been on the show. I don't know why he feels like he needs to be messy. And then he went so far as now he's hanging around this other group of people and he's becoming even messier. So my thing is, I try to stay in this realm of being Reverend Lamont, Montee, and Lamont. And my thing is, I don't want it to be a situation to where I have to snatch this little boy up because you got the in your mouth and you playing with me. Especially when I was the only person that tried to befriend you when you did not have a friend. Especially when I've been the person that tried to help you through your little situations and you lying about being a top and you lying about this and that. So I've tried to be this person that gave you the courage to be your true person. So my thing is, don't play with me. So I need to know from you ladies, how do I deal with Cornelius?
Well,
Address
you
it
know
as
what I'm gonna
is.
say, but I'll let your man go first.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I'm gonna say.
Linda
yeah.
said
Because
that
I'm
it's all
probably right along with you. See, my thing is this: messy is as messy does. If he wants to be messy, let him be messy. If you above that messiness, then be above that. But sometimes you got to straighten people and check them where they are. Okay, because again, it's traveling outside of a circle that has your partnership. And I am one of those people. I advocate for my privacy is my privacy. Whatever you and Jacoby have going on, that's what you all have going on. And I don't think that you need a background or a choir or anybody else, okay, divulging your business to
Right.
whomever, however. So for me, I'm like, hey, there's only so much that Reverend Lamont is going to put up with. Okay, and sometimes Montee is going to have to dig in, and if Lamont want to come to the table, he can come too. Okay, but you got to address the messiness sometimes. I mean, do it at your level and the interval that you need to. Maybe you can pull it in the background versus him being messy. I mean, I just wouldn't stoop to his level, is what I'm saying. But at the same time, I would address it because it involves something personal, you know, a relationship, a divorce. Regardless.
Well, I will say this. I don't think it's stooping to his level. Like I told you, we've had many conversations early on because you do try to, you know, you're way more friendly than I am. And like I've always said, I'm a good person. I'm not nice, but I'm a good person. You're nice. Okay. So sometimes you got to put the Bible down. And you got to deal with folk because they don't understand that. They don't understand all that the churchy, you know, kumbaya, you know, eye for an eye, you know. I mean, not eye for an eye, turn the other cheek. Sometimes you got to be eye for an eye. You got to meet folks where they are. So when he first came to you and said, you know, Jacoby this, you should have said to him, and I want you to say this just the way I'm saying it when you talk to him, and this is all you have to say. Mind your motherfucking business. That's it. And guess what? Problem solved. He ain't gonna say shit up.
So, MiMi, I did. Like every time he would come back and say, "Well, I had this conversation with Jacoby," and Jacoby would say,
"You didn't say it like that. You was nice." I know you said it nice.
And I kept saying, "I don't want to hear what Jacoby has to say because Jacoby and I talk. It's not necessary for you to bring me something from."
But right there, that it's not necessary. Me and Jacoby talk. That's nice. You have to tell him, Cornelius, mind your motherfucking business. Period.
And so, period.
That's it.
And so,
and honestly, when you give that to people just like that, problem solved.
You know, I have to agree with you. I think for me is I didn't want to go to a level to where I read for filth and hurt him and put him in a place that he's already trying to cross.
He's delicate. Well, however, even though he is delicate, he needs to learn. You have to mind your fucking business. It's everything ain't for you. Stop picking and stop taking from here and carrying back and forth. So you have to nip that in the bud. You try to deal with him being delicate, so that hasn't worked. So now you got to deal with him hard, and I promise you that's gonna work. That's not your problem no more. It's how he's gonna be affected.
You know, and my issue has been is my position in the church, you know, because I never want to come from a place to where a member or a congregant feels like that they can't come to Reverend Lamont when they need to talk. However, you need to understand that Reverend Lamont has boundaries as well. You cannot keep coming and crossing boundaries with me to cross boundaries and don't think that Reverend Lamont is not going to get you together. I have been nice, and I get it that he wants to fit into a clique. I get it he wants to fit into a group. I get it that he feels like that Linda, he ain't Jacoby's type.
No, it ain't that.
Have you seen?
He's very needy.
Okay,
he's very needy. That's
okay.
And so the thing about him is, you know, I tried to befriend him and be that. MiMi said that savior for him. That's what MiMi said. And so I just realized that I can't do that. And so my thing is, I was going to write in this anonymous letter. And then I said, why do I have to be anonymous? Especially
don't be anonymous. I'm proud of you. Yeah, bring it up, bring it on out.
Whenever he's trying me, you know, publicly. especially when you bring the pastor into it and other people that you know I have interactions with.
That's
I think
messy.
you're being real messy now, real
Yeah.
messy. And so the thing about it is, how do you deal with mess? You call their names. And so often in life, people don't ever call the person's name. They just be like, they said, they said. No,
Who is
Cornelius
they?
said, and Cornelius has done, and I need Cornelius to stop.
Yeah.
And I never want to use this platform as a place to where I exert hate or I try to get people together or anything like that, because I still think that I'm being very nice in addressing this situation, but I need him to stop because he's going to go to a level that he really doesn't want to go with Lamont. And I'm sorry, but Veronica may come out.
But this is the thing. Just
I
like
know
I
that.
did. And see, I don't have those issues because when shit comes to me, I shut it down right then and there. And granted, I mean, and I used to be the one that was nice. I used to be long time ago, but I used to be. And like I always tell people, a bitch is not born. She is made.
They're made.
You get tired of taking people's shit. And the thing is, you've done it your way. And I commend you for, trying to do it the nice way, but it doesn't work. Some people, you have to tell them straight out. You can't play nice. You can't give it, veiled. You have to just peel it off and give it to them raw. Period.
So
that's the only way they're going to understand.
So you hear everybody talking tonight. You've heard the consensus of the group. So I'm going to say this to you, and I know you're watching.
Yeah,
I know
he's watching.
and I know that you still are tuning in. And if not, you're not watching, then I know that somebody will tell you that I called your name on this show, and someone will tell you that I mentioned the situation that you and I have. So this is what I'm going to say to you tonight, Cornelius. Mind your motherfucking business before you catch these motherfucking hands. Now, we're going to move on.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Much distributed.
We got the church business over. We got the announcements over with. So now let's.
All right.
Just water.
Get to these letters.
Going on. It's our first letter for tonight. MiMi loves this. She loves it when I act like this. She do.
No, because this is the thing. As your friend, I don't want to see you being a fucking doormat for nobody. I don't want to see that. And the thing is, and I know when you are nice and when you are a giver, you attract takers. And I have pointed out some of those takers to you. Now, I can't live your life for you. You know how much you can take from whomever. But when you get, like I've told you again before too, when you get fed up, that's when you're going to do something about it. So now you fed up. I just don't want it to take this long. Nip it in the bud from the beginning. You won't have no issues.
I hear you. So the title of the first letter, it says, "What's really going on?" Dear Montee and MiMi. So I heard Julie when I said,
okay.
Okay. Listen, y'all, I'm sorry.
Felt good though, didn't it? Purge.
You see, I got my Vaseline on, I got my hat on, so I'm ready. It's whatever.
Child, that wouldn't have been no fair fight. And I already told you because he a frail little thing. That wouldn't have been. It would have been a lion fighting a gazelle. That wouldn't even been fair. So just he got the message. We weren't gonna have no problem. It ain't even got to get physical now.
It don't. So dear Montee and MiMi, so I met this guy on a professional website. We connected and he sent me a message. We started chatting for a while and he asked me for my contact details. We started chatting and everything was going well and we decided to talk over the phone. After about a week of communication with this guy, he tells me he's in love with me and he wants me as his woman for the rest of his life. These words are like music to my ears, but I feel something is off. He says he works as a businessman and he travels a whole lot. Please note, he's a foreigner in this country, and he says he's been here on and off for 10 years trying to build his business, with the longest he stayed in the country being 2 years. I think he's married or hiding something. I've stated some reasons below. On his initial trip after we met, he told me that he had meetings late into the night. I mean, that's possible, but every night for a week? That's when I started to get suspicious as I realized he would be unavailable for after a certain time. Same thing happened, supposedly traveling to another state. Late night meetings, and then he goes offline about 9:30, 10 o'clock p.m. every night only to continue the conversation the next day. I brought this to his attention, and he made himself available late into some nights, but went back to the same schedule. It's always one reason or another. When we video call, he's always outside somewhere, either in the car or on the balcony, always. I once asked him to send me his location, and he flipped out and called me insecure and told me he's tired of my suspicions and accusations. The next day, he sent a screenshot of his location, a screenshot of an image, not an actual location that could be opened on Google Maps like I expected. He has no place or a car in any asset in this country, and he says this is because he travels a lot. And he says that he stays with colleagues, and he says when he comes into my town, he would be at a hotel or at my place. I hear a dog barking in the background most times when we talk. I once heard a child's voice in the background, but he hung up right after and told me I heard nothing. Most times I call, he doesn't answer immediately and calls me back. I've yet to meet this guy, but I need to know if I should even bother. I mean, I know married men can deny being married, but I know they typically run away from commitment. But this guy has told me repeatedly that he wants to get married and have babies. He reassures me that he's single and all. I don't know why I'm feeling something is off. I've Googled him, his name and his business check out, but I didn't find much else. Please analyze this for me and before I make a mistake. Sincerely, I look like a fool.
Mary.
Before she looked like a fool. She had fool 5 miles back.
I gotta put this back on.
Okay. Okay.
The letter was foolish.
Did she say they never met? Is that what she said?
They never met in person. They just been talking on the phone. And after a week, he said that he was already in love with her.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Okay, can we say Nigerian scam? Can we say green card? Can we say married? I mean,
somebody, please.
Is she okay?
Yeah.
You know, it's the dog. Like whenever somebody said it's the dog for me. Like if you hear a dog barking in the background.
First of all, we
kids in the background
not have met in person, and for me to be analyzing your surroundings.
He just called out everything that is every red flag known to.
We're not even talking about him.
Okay.
Right now, ma'am, I need to talk. I need you to look in the camera at me. If you on here.
Thank you, Charmaine.
Yes.
Yes. This is straight foolishness. If you gotta write a letter about,
I need you to eat, pray, love. I mean, this is
with what? The free time that he got in between changing diapers and dinner? What?
But my thing online, I mean, is she a booger wolf? I mean, what's going on? She can't go out and meet somebody?
And she met him on a professional website, so that means she has a coin because she had to pay.
That don't mean she has a coin. It's a lot of people on LinkedIn that don't have a coin.
You know, a lot of women. I've met a couple of people. I ain't gonna say they're my clients, but I've met a couple of people that have paid upward $10,000 to be on a dating site.
Yeah, I don't know. First of all, if you have that kind of money, you don't have a problem finding somebody. Period.
Waste on a date. I'm sorry. For anybody who's on a dating site, let me be mindful. Anybody who's on a dating site can spend that kind of coin. Okay, I would just say still buy somebody at this point. I'm not advocating anything. I'm just saying that's pretty much where you're at with it. If you have to sit here and spend an upward excessive amount to me over $10,000, first of all, you lucky you even getting dinner paid for by anything.
This is sad because I need for her.
That is an exorbitant amount of money just to find a date. I mean, is this like one of those Match Millionaire websites? I mean, I'm sitting up here like, does she live in a cave? I'm sorry.
Did she mean that? Was it online dating site or was it Facebook?
So I met this guy on
Facebook dating
site. That's all she said.
Professional dating.
Over a week, he asked for her communication, a way to call her. And she gave it to him. And then after a week, he's in love with her.
Yeah, I'm not. Something is something
typing in her bank account by week 2. Trust me.
Yeah,
red flags.
They know how to marry Evangeline. Evangeline got that money and can't keep a man, so money doesn't mean anything. You
They
are
don't
That is
definitely.
true.
You can't put Halle Berry and Evelyn Lozada in the same category. That's a whole different,
You know what,
whole
Debbie?
different thing.
Exactly. Give
Totally
me
different
the
thing.
1,000. I'll
But
find you a date real quick.
find somebody.
Okay.
yeah,
So
what that is, yeah, no, they got other issues, going on.
Yeah.
Shadarian said he trying to get a green card.
Yes,
I
he
think
is.
That's what I said too.
I think that he's trying to get a green card. I think that he's always in the card. So the key thing for me is that she said that he's the longest that he stayed in the country has been 2 years. So he's getting a temporary visa.
Exactly.
And
And
then
getting
you have to leave,
renewed.
come back and reapply.
Yeah.
And so he's looking for stability here in the country. So my suggestion for you, sweetheart, is to walk away. Let this go. If he can't even send you his location, you're hearing dogs and babies in the background. You're not the only one. There's a dog somewhere. And if you sit down with
He
a
got
dog,
a village. He got a village
First
in
of
his
all,
back.
he's in Nigeria, and all with him and all his family, they living together.
is that what it
That's
is?
what you hear. Yeah,
I just said it's a village.
that's what I'm
Sending them
saying.
one by one. That's it.
He's not even here.
He not, you know.
And the stuff that he gave her, okay, you can Google. They have whole.
Yeah.
Has she heard of catfish? They'll go get a whole person's life and set it up online, and that's their profile.
He said, I look
What
like
I need, sugar, look in the camera. I
Yeah.
need for you to start loving up on you, get offline, take your ass out, sit outside on a bar, somebody's patio, have a drink by yourself, and just let life happen. Let folk walk up or go have dinner at the bar and get to know and talk to some live people that's right there in the room and get to know them. Stay offline because online ain't good for you
At all.
You're not doing this good.
At all.
So
All right.
I need for you to meet them live.
So we're gonna move on to the next letter. Letter number 2. Damn, slow down. It says, Dear Montee and MiMi, I think you may be able to help me. I've been seeing this guy for about a month. We never had the relationship talk, and we both been rocking with each other hard. However, I know I still flirt and talk with other guys. I thought he was doing the same until he told me 2 nights ago that he loves me. I was blown because I didn't think that we gotten there yet. I didn't want him to feel bad, so I told him verbatim, "Oh, love you." But I don't think that I love him. I mean, I could love him eventually, but I'm not there yet. I feel things between us has gotten a little more serious than I wanted to right now. What do I do to slow things down with this man without pissing him off and making him want to stop to talk to me? Sincerely, I'm not ready for love.
Stop telling people you love them and when you don't. That is hurtful. Okay, you're gonna leave this poor man in. He's already regardless of what his feelings are, whether they're genuine or not, he's said it. So if you don't genuinely love somebody back in the same way, or maybe, hey, I love you like a friend, I love you, you can friend zone them real quick, but I care about you. I love, I care what happens to you. I love you. And explain that love, because I'm not just going to reciprocate for the sake of reciprocating. Exactly. Open and honest communication. Exactly, Debbie. That's what I mean. Don't play with this man's feelings, because when he finds out that you're really not where he is, that is going to cause drama.
But he's not there either. I think
I don't think he is either. That's why I said I don't really know. But you got some people out there that's a little, hey, they'll
MiMi, you feel like
a green card.
He might need somewhere to stay.
So that's why
when dudes gonna love that fast, they normally in between places.
Yeah, or relationships, or the couch, or something.
Well, I know that gay relationships tend to go a little bit faster. And I think
if they was lesbians, I wouldn't be surprised, because lesbians meet on Friday and by Monday they living together. But just a hetero man and a woman, no.
Yeah, that's a little quick. But again, don't reciprocate if that's not what you mean. That's my thing because
When
because
he
you're
said I
20.
love you, she said the thing, you know.
Thanks.
And it could be too that they're sleeping together too much. You know, sleeping with someone causes feelings to generate. Because it becomes you're becoming as what Mimi shaking her head like no.
No.
So
I mean, hey, maybe it got good to somebody. I'm just saying, some people confuse the two. They confuse the sexual with the emotional. So maybe, I'm
In
just
the
saying.
future, I need for when we do the ladders, tell them to put their age. I
Yes.
just want to put the age at the top. They ain't gotta say their name, just age, because some if you're in your 20s, then you might maybe, but not no grown folk.
I
not the
hope not.
grown folks falling in
I
love like
hope
that.
not.
You don't
No.
think so?
No,
I
you
mean,
have to
like
fell
I
in love
said,
with
if you
somebody
look
after
at
a
the
week,
age, yeah, lust.
Okay.
Yeah.
huh?
So you
They're
don't
in lust with each other. Maybe that's what it is.
so we think that this person needs to go back and clarify, hey, I'm not in love with you, but I do like you a lot. Or I'm liking you, but it's
I
not
like you. Let's see. We can see. I'm open to
Yeah.
seeing where this goes,
mm,
but I'm not there yet.
I can get with
But
that.
I enjoy
And
sleeping
no,
with you
you
because
can't
that's what
live
it
with me.
sounds like.
Wait a minute.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's really
I
what it
like
is.
to have in the bedroom.
I'm enjoying the intimacy at this point.
Well, that's
Oh,
not. It ain't even. That ain't. That's just. They just. Excuse me. They just fucking. It's not intimacy because intimacy is on a whole nother level. That's
Well,
folks getting inside of here. Because that's into me. See, that's
yeah.
not
so
what
you
they
think a
doing.
person can
That
get
is
into you
just
within 30 days?
no.
No, no. 30 days. Let me see. 30 days. I go grocery shopping every 3 months. Let me
If
see.
they grown, you
I'm,
don't have 30. That's 30
I'm
days is maybe 3 days.
And
Okay.
then you don't forget that's the representative that's still there. That
Yeah, the
first
rep is
two
the
weeks,
rep
the
is there for at least
representative is
90
still
days.
there.
And
Okay.
if they real good, the rep is there for like 10 months.
Okay. All right. So then we're gonna tell this individual, um, fix this. You got to fix it because you don't want anybody to operate from a place of hurt because you may get hurt. If this person is really, really cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and they done told you that they love you and you not loving them back the way that they want to be loved, you have opened up a whole nother can of words for worms for a situation that you may not be ready to handle. So my suggestion to you is to fix this. All right. Letter number 3. Is this what y'all do now? Oh. Dear Montee and Mimi, I've decided to exit a 10-year marriage. I have come to realize that I have compromised so much of myself to make him happy, and in return, my happiness was depleted. I no longer have an emotional and mental connection with this man. I'm moving forward. However, I have also noticed that this new age dating is not for me. It appears that every relationship is about sex and having multiple partners. Though I do not disagree with having sex and dating around to be sure you're investing your time and energy into the right person before becoming exclusive, I have an issue with sex and multiple partners being the main focus and not developing an intimate relationship. I realized in this marriage, I married a selfish individual who abuses alcohol and unfortunately does not love himself. I'm not interested in this new age dating, but I'm craving that intimacy piece of a relationship. I need some help. Sincerely, this is too complicated.
Girl, find yourself friends with benefits. Okay, it's really not that complicated.
No, that one I can see that one can be a little complicated.
She
That can be.
she's
And
killing
because
that marriage,
but
right?
yes, marriage, you might have some
Okay.
property together.
She's not
Um
ready to date. So until that marriage thing is resolved, that whatever she's going to do, because I really don't like to advocate divorce, but this woman is done. This
oh
person is
yeah.
done.
But I mean
So,
it's gonna be complicated because what she wants is very rare.
Mhm.
yeah.
Because nowadays it's everything, everything is what can you do for me?
Juliana said
If
she needs
she's been stuck with somebody for 10 years,
love.
so she's had one thing for 10, sounds like one thing for 10 years. So right now, she's a little gun shy to hop on something else. But what I'm saying is
Absolutely,
take the
absolutely.
complication out of it.
But
Date
I
the
think
way
that
that you're
she
accustomed
probably
to
thought
dating, and someone will come along who fits that bill. See, I think the
maybe,
problem, maybe, but what I'm
maybe.
saying is a lot of times,
What's up,
and,
Antonio?
you know,
Anointed man, I'm sorry.
yes, a lot of times we're looking, or we've set our expectations on the now. This is what, if I'm not comfortable with going out here and doing online dating or professional websites like the other letter was, I'm not going to date that way. I'm going to go out here and make myself available and be chaste like I was in the beginning, and continue to do that. And eventually someone with those values that I have or share those values will come along. And it might not happen overnight. I get that, because I'm not comfortable out here in this new dating scene either if I had to go out there. So my thing is, do what fits you. You don't have to conform to this new way of dating. If a person that you meet has multiple partners or into multiple partners, maybe that's not the person for you. You
Right.
know, I'm not going to compromise myself, to fit into this new dating scene. I don't get it either. I like one person, that's just me, and sounds like she does too. But if somebody's not into that level, then I don't feel as though that person is the person for me. So I'll keep it moving, you
I
know.
feel you. But what I would recommend she does, because especially after being in a marriage for 10 years, I need for her to, sometimes you need to take a break from dating. Don't even try to date.
I
Take
agree.
time to heal
Mhm.
first. Learn what it is that you actually like, what you can deal with and what you can't. Because
Exactly.
a lot of times early on in life, especially as women, we have to grow into womanhood, and a lot of times what we have picked early on is not, we have a different set of standards. So she needs to now learn what she likes, what she doesn't like, what she's gonna put up with, what she's not. Take that time to heal and get out and live, just
Exactly.
her.
I agree with that.
And then maybe entertain, bringing somebody in.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. I think that she has to take some time to love upon herself. Um,
Hmm.
it's important that you learn yourself. Once you've been in a relationship for that many years,
Here's your-
you tend to have shared everything, and everything was shared feelings, shared emotions, shared intimacy. It was never just about you, because you become one in a relationship. So when you separate those pieces, you have to heal from the brokenness of not being together. And then you still have to be able to operate as your own individual. So it's going to take some time for her to figure out who she really, really is. And I think it's important that you find that person. Date yourself, take yourself out, buy something for yourself,
Mhm.
get a new hairstyle, change your
Yeah.
makeup up.
Love on you, like
Yeah,
Mimi
love on
says.
you.
Love on you.
Loved on. So whenever you meet that new person, they're meeting a whole new you, and they're already seeing the expectations of how you carry yourself. So then they know whether or not they're qualified to step to you. I believe that the way that you carry yourself, it should also,
Mhm.
it should either qualify or disqualify people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
People,
Mhm.
and I've often wondered why I don't get approached a lot. And a lot of it is because the way I carry myself.
Mhm.
I'm a lot to handle, and I know that about me. I'm a whole lot to handle. But then there comes an expectation when you come toward me. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And the most important
Thank you
is
all
to not
for 30 days. Yes.
date right now, because what's going to end up happening, because as women, a lot of us are brought up to not go for what we want, but to cater to a man. And
Mm,
what'll end up happening, if she get into something again, she gonna fall into the same cycle.
the same
Just
cycle.
gonna
So
be
she needs to get herself
different. Yeah.
together.
Yes.
So
Giving way too much of herself.
So we agree with you. It is complicated. Take some time to dig through the complications, and then you'll be ready to move on.
Yeah,
Letter number 4. Y'all, we moving through these letters tonight.
I know.
Gay or straight? Dear Montee, there's this coworker that I've been working with since August, and I'm not sure if he's straight or gay, but I'm developing feelings for him. He's younger than me, and he talks about girls all the time. But then there's little things that happen that make me think otherwise. For example, we hang out a lot with one another outside of work, just me and him. We went to the movies. We went to the movies, restaurants, bought each other gifts for Christmas, even went to the spa. He FaceTimes me every night to say goodnight. In person, he looks into my eyes like he's admiring me. He lets me wipe the cold out of his, that's nasty. He lets me wipe the cold out of his eyes when we eat lunch. So that means he ain't washing his face. When we eat lunch at work, he would wait for me to sit and start eating his food. Besides me liking him, he's a great person to be around. And I don't know if it's because everything that we're doing for one another is stuff I did with my boyfriend last year or so. It's just giving me the impression that we're dating without saying it. I have friends telling me express how I feel, but I'm scared of him distancing himself. Others are saying don't say anything and go with the flow, but then my feelings most likely will get deeper with him. And then he hits me with I'm straight and my feelings will be hurt. Then I've had people say that he might have a crush on me and doesn't know how to express it. Did I forget to mention he's 19 and I'm 29? I'm stuck. Please help me out. Sincerely, radar is off.
Leave that little boy alone.
Your radar is off. Everything is off. Sorry. Okay, is it just me?
Can we say Chester?
He's scared, huh?
That's no. He's
you ever seen Julia and the Jaguar? No.
He's 19 and she's 29. Well,
no. Just no.
That whole thing is just wrong.
Listen, y'all. I just figured out something. This is two men.
That wasn't just no figured out. I knew that was.
I had to figure it out, but these are two men. And so he's afraid that the dude is going to tell him that he's straight. But he's liking, but he's letting him wipe cold out his eyes.
So he probably looking like that's because I do that to my kids. He might be looking for, might be missing his daddy figure.
Why are you wiping cold out of a man's eyes that you like?
He's a child. 19, you just
that look. Who's your dad?
Mama just about to tell stop telling him to take showers on his own.
Frontal lobe is not even fully formed. I'm just like, so first of all,
don't even have no advice for this, sir. If you read here,
first of all,
look in my eyes. I need you to leave that little boy alone. Okay. Go to somebody your own age that's fully developed and actually
wash his face.
Please.
Next letter. Look, next letter.
Wait. He said,
and wash his face.
He said, I'm stuck. He said, we went to the movies, restaurants, bought each other gifts for Christmas, even went to the spa. What kind of spa y'all go to?
It don't matter. That boy too young to know. This whole thing is wrong. Leave him alone. Let that boy figure out his life.
So could the 19-year-old not like the 29-year-old?
It's not necessary that he doesn't. He's infatuated.
He don't know. He's trying to figure life out. He just graduated high school last year.
He hasn't even lived.
Yeah. No.
No. I've had younger dudes approach me that have been like in their early 20s. And I'm like, my son is 21, so that's not gonna work.
I said, you see what Charmaine just said.
She needs that little boy don't need bag. Well, I mean,
no.
Because honestly, all jokes aside, what will end up happening, he will do so much damage psychologically to the little boy. That little boy, he ain't ready. Even if he is gay and trying to figure it out, he's not ready for no adult relationship because he probably ain't even came out to his mom and daddy. You know, he got to sort through what gay mean to him. It's so many he not ready for that.
Don't forget your 101 words. So therefore,
Yeah.
yeah, he needs his book first.
He needs to. I think that he needs to
Yeah.
spend time. I think that what you can do, sir, is be a father figure, or you can be a mentor for him.
No, because he's attracted to him. No, he
No, he's
cannot.
attracted to
He
him.
needs to back away and leave him alone. He cannot be a father figure.
He
First of all,
can't
he's 10
be
years
on the
old.
father
No,
figure.
because he likes him already. So he, right now, honestly, at this age, 19, you're very impressionable. So he can be in a situation where he's just vulnerable about something else, and then he get caught into some some of the homosexual activity, and then decide, hold up, I'm not gay. And then the 29-year-old hurt because he confused and he don't realize what the hell was going on, and this boy just just out and dealing with some other stuff that he's not even mature enough to articulate at this stage in his life. So I think the 29-year-old really needs to he just needs to back away. He needs to date somebody a little older.
Yes.
Than him.
Okay. So your rating is off because you're in the wrong age.
It's just off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So letter number 5. Why are you still here?
Oh.
Dear Montee and MiMi, I'm having relationship problems. My boyfriend doesn't see anything wrong. I want you to know I'm really nice and sympathetic person. I'm not some kind of heartless monster. However, I'm getting sick and tired of my boyfriend of 2 months catering to his ex. See, my boyfriend's ex apparently is going through a lot right now. According to the ex, her dad almost died because of diabetes she didn't know he had. The ex-dad had been touched and go for weeks and wasn't sure if he would make it, but it turns a corner and is slowly starting to recover. Plus, the ex claims that her sister is in an abusive relationship with her father of her kids. In the midst of all these issues going on in the ex's life, she has been blowing up my boyfriend's phone, needing to talk and someone to lean on. While I understand my boyfriend and ex were together for over 5 years, they've been broken up for about a year. I don't get this ex is constantly coming to him with these things come up. I feel like the ex is still leaning on my boyfriend like he's her man, and that bothers me. I want to say something to my boyfriend, but I don't want to sound like some selfish, nasty person. But the longer I remain quiet, the more I find myself being shady to my boyfriend, causing him to keep asking what's wrong. I haven't told him because I don't want to sound insensitive and come off uncompassionate. So what do I say? Say something to my boyfriend, or swallow my feelings and pretend nothing is wrong with me and have my boyfriend feel my anger boil up? What would you do if you were in my shoes? Sincerely, I've had enough.
Okay. 2 months. Walk away.
Walk away.
2 months. Like that's way too much to be dealing with in 60 days. And I agree with my cousin. It's a lot going on in that equation.
Right.
That's no.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
I don't know how you allowed it for 2 months. Hang on a second.
Yeah, but I mean, ain't nothing happening in 2 months that deep.
His
we got
ex
to work this out.
Okay.
So
she tried to call. She tried to call. Hey, how y'all doing? Introduce yourself. I said, bitch, if you don't get up off of my page and his, I'm like, I don't need a cheerleader. He's fine. You had your practice. You had your run, girl. It's time to run home now. All right.
Yeah.
We good. We good. And then I had to block her off of his page. And then I said, you know what? How about we just shut Facebook down? We good.
Y'all good.
Yes. Because all of that, 2 months, that's 2 months of putting up with his mess and hers too. Girl, if you don't take that walk, you better walk.
Yes.
Walk. Yes.
So Awkwardly Real says, so I want to know how in the hell these people are in relationships and got feelings and demands and expectations in 30 and 60 days.
Exactly. Girl, I'm with you.
I don't know.
Because nothing happens in 60 days that mind blowing.
See, this woman make me sick.
Charmaine is going.
You know why? Because Charmaine dealing with some shit like that.
Oh, Jesus.
But that situation is a little different, though.
Oh, God. Yeah, that
This is a little similar. So
honey,
this
that
is
was
my thing.
59 days too long. Okay.
So this is my thing. I think that if she really wants this relationship, she can stop this. And that's her having a conversation with the woman. It's time for you to warm it up. It's time for you to warm it up. And you have
you say with the woman.
Yeah.
With him.
No. You have the conversation with
herself and him.
With him.
Yeah.
He got to nip that in the bud.
He introduced that into the scenario.
Yeah.
But I still think that she can have a conversation.
Call
bitch, don't call him.
Here come the mustard seed. I feel it rising up.
Like my night. Don't call
him. Like this, she can just say something to her and say, "Listen, I feel like you're disrespecting me by expecting my man, my now man, to cater to your needs."
And that's 59 days too nice, Montee.
But you know what happens with that right there? When you take it to the woman, you in essence are telling this woman that you are causing problems in my relationship. Okay. I don't care how nice you put it, but that's what you're telling her. So you have some of these thirsty bitches out here, like my cousin said, that they're going to just try to one-up you. And when they know that they are causing problems, they're going to cause more problems. So the person that needs to nip this in the bud is the boyfriend. And if he's not willing to nip that in the bud, then it's just time to walk away. It's only been 2 months.
And he's
got him, you'll get another. Let's move on.
The woman is only doing what the boyfriend is, or the ex is only doing what the boyfriend is allowing her to do, but also what the new girlfriend is allowing him to do. So the whole thing is, it started with him, it's going to end with him. I wouldn't even talk to the female because she's a non-factor. Okay, she's a non-factor at this point. Okay, and that's what it is. I would give her no energy.
No, you cannot. No. She's gotten enough, and she knows.
That was
something. You have someone that
you're not. It doesn't seem like you
probably don't even want him, but she knows that she's getting up under this other woman's skin, and you got some bitches that get off on that.
Yep.
Say it again.
I don't care how mad I was. I would not give her the satisfaction.
That's it. Talk to him. He's the root of the issue.
I want to go back to something that Awkwardly Real said. Why is there an expectation in a relationship that 30 and 60 days that you can put out expectations? So I disagree with that. Why can I not put out an expectation in 30 days? Why can I not
put your expectations out up front?
But it depends on making sure, and this is what that means. You have to make sure that the other person's on the same page, because 30, 60 days for me, that's not real serious unless you're over a particular. When you're of a particular age, then you got to ring out that much time.
You're right, Mimi. I can agree with that, but I like
when you're younger, 30, 60 days is not,
or maybe the requirements is this exactly. We're on the same level. We're dating after the first couple of dates or whatever, and I think we can have that conversation. It doesn't necessarily have to be 36. It doesn't have to have a timestamp. It's when you both feel that you've reached that level where we can have that conversation. What are your expectations out of where we're going and what we're doing with this relationship right now, or is it a relationship? What it is.
Because over 45, that first conversation,
girl,
and that lunch date y'all having, like, look, hey, we both got a divorce under our belt. I ain't got time for no shit. This is what I expect. Can you live with it? If not, this was great meeting you, and take care. So
I agree with that. I've had to tell guys that I've dated, if you're expecting me to, after a certain amount of time and after a certain age, most people have children too. Okay. I'm probably one of the anomalies where I don't. Okay. I married into children, and now that they're grown and gone and that's over and done with. So the whole thing is getting back out and doing, if that's what I choose. Me and my husband met, I had to ask him. at some point, are you looking to have more children? Because it wouldn't be fair for me to have pursued anything beyond his expectations of me as a woman. And I said, I don't have any, and I'm not planning on having any, but I am about a blended family, so I'm okay with that, but when we got to that point, and he and I had to have that discussion, and I don't think people are that open anymore, but I'm not afraid to say, me, Mimi knows me, I'm very open. Are you planning on having any more children? Because if you are, we're done. Because I'm not the one, boo.
I'm not the one for you.
I'm not the one, and I don't want to hold you up from that. Simple as that.
For me, communication is key. So if I was dating someone in that 30-day mark, it would be put out. Hey, listen, communication is key to me. I expect to hear from you at least once a day. It could just be it could be a good morning. It could be something like that. Let me know you're alive. Don't ghost me for 3 or 4 days and then you pop back up, because see, now you treat me like I'm a booty call. That's what you do to booty calls. So my thing is, if you're trying to date me, then the expectation is that I hear from you on a daily basis. And then after we've gotten to that part, then we could start talking about some other things, because communication is key. And while we're communicating, you're learning me and I'm learning you. And so then the 30, 60, 90-day mark, we've already gotten past what would set me off and what would set you off, because we've been communicating daily. So I think it's really, really important.
Definitely.
So I'm gonna say to this person, communication is key. You need
talk
to
with him. Don't talk with that girl.
Talk to him. I agree with Mimi and Miss Gigi. You need to talk to him. Don't talk to her. And if he's not willing, listen. And this is very, very important, because how you
what they do on Legendary.
Cut. Yeah. Because if he's not willing to meet you where you are right now, he will never meet you where you are, because he'll think that this is cool and this is the right thing. I'm telling you from experience. Experience is the best teacher, honey. Yeah. That woman that sung that song, experience is the best teacher.
Yes.
So it's important that you set the standard for you right now. So stop it right now. If it has you on this level and you're questioning why is he still here, you need to have that conversation with him now.
Yeah.
All right. Letter number 6. He says, what is the big deal? Dear Montee and Mimi, I've got a bit of a problem, or at least I think I do. So check it. I've been in this relationship with my boyfriend for about 2 months. One night we were just talking about our past and whatnot, and I talked about my ex-girlfriend. When I told him that we actually lived together and we were briefly engaged, he got all weird, which I don't understand. I thought he was jealous at first, but then he started asking me why didn't I tell him I was bisexual? Like, he legit got pissed at me. In fact, ever since we talked about my past 3 days ago, he's barely been talking to me. I don't get what the issue is. He can't really be upset with this about me being bisexual, can he? Let me know your thoughts.
No. To me, no. Why? Why is it important? He's with you. I mean, is he afraid of the competition or the challenge? Okay.
Mimi says, I want to hear it, Mimi. What do you understand?
This is the problem. So the guy that he's dating a man right now, but he was still living with his ex-girlfriend, right? So I just wanted to make sure I got the logistics correct.
Right.
Okay. So the problem is, it's just like when a woman dates, because I've seen it, with the doms and where they try to take, where they try to turn somebody, gay. Because it's still, you don't know, it's too much competition. You don't know, any given day, he can go back to a woman, or he can go with a dude, So he don't know. It's that uncertainty with bisexuality, because it's like, you can't just look at the men in the room. Now you got to watch every damn body, because he likes both.
He greedy. He greedy.
That's what I said. Yeah, gay greedy. Yeah. They want everything.
Mm-hmm. It can
I'm
go
just
either
telling
or.
you from
Somebody's afraid of competition.
from another person's point of
That's
view.
it.
Yeah,
It's a
that
level
would
of
be
uncertainty.
that would
That's
be an
it.
issue for a lot of folks.
But
If you
most men want they have a fantasy of being with two women. And so for
Tell
me,
them, gay man.
but I don't know if this is gay or not. I've been in my relationship with my boyfriend for about 2 months. One night we were talking about the past and whatnot, and I talked about my ex-girlfriend. So she could be a female dating a female.
mm-hmm. Or
Hold up. Do that one more
I
time.
thought it was two guys.
That's
Maybe
what
I
I
missed
thought.
something.
One night we were just talking about our past and whatnot, and I talked about my ex-girlfriend. When I told him that we actually lived together and were briefly engaged, he got weird, which I don't understand. I thought he was jealous at first, but then he started asking me why didn't I tell him I'm bisexual.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Either or.
You have to worry about everybody in the damn room.
Either or. I'm just like,
So do you believe that that's something that you have to let somebody know up front that I'm bisexual?
I would like
I
to
think
know.
so. I would like to
I
know.
would.
But I don't, it's about how secure that person is within themselves
Yeah.
too. It's just like if I tell you and you're okay with it, then you're okay with it. If you're okay that I'm gay, or if you're okay that I'm straight, or you're okay that I'm bi, then be okay with it. Don't make it a thing. You're gonna call a thing a thing. Okay, fine. Okay. Let's see, like 6 deals a week and yeah, that too. So but that's what it comes down to. I would like to get to know communication, as you said, Montee, is key. Just communicate to
That's
me,
something I want to know up front.
up front.
I want to know if you're bisexual.
So
Yeah,
this is my next question for you. If you were dating some man and you had been in a relationship for about 30 days and they came to you and said, "Oh, listen, I want to tell you something. I feel like now that we're getting closer that I can tell you this, that I'm actually HIV positive." How would you react to that?
Well, that
Where have y'all been screwing before?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't screwed yet.
Okay, well, I mean,
Okay, well, then you'd have to manage
now
that.
that's something different because you don't just come out and tell everybody, that you
Yeah.
exchange numbers with, like, hey, let me tell you,
But
that's
as long
something
as I think it needs to be communicated before before sex, exactly.
Absolutely.
So you don't take that choice away from the other person. And
Right.
that's what I'm saying. To be upfront about everything.
I'm cool. So Deb, let me ask you a question. If y'all have hunched, are you done with him? Ms. V said it's a wrap for me. So if someone told her that they were HIV positive, then it would be a wrap for her. What would it be for you, MiMi?
I can't say.
That's odd for you.
I know.
I'm really,
because I mean it will really depend, and the reason why it's different for me because I have taken care of 2 uncles. I have a countless number of friends, gay and straight, that that have a positive status, and I have educated myself on the disease because I took care of the family members, so I know a lot more about this disease. So that's why it's not cut and dry. Now I know back in the day, when I didn't know a whole lot, that was like, oh, But because that's the thing.
I understand because
people have to really educate themselves because it's a lot of time with the medication now. You got people that are, I have friends undetectable. You can't give it to nobody when you're undetectable. So if somebody is undetectable and they're coming out saying to you that that I have a positive status, right there, that's big for me because they can literally take a test and it's gonna come up negative. So they can deceive you, but they being honest, and upfront. So that's what I'm saying. That's one of them at this stage in my life because I'm a lot more mature, and character is very important to me. So yeah, I don't I can say it. I have to go on a case by case basis.
Charmaine.
Thank you, Charmaine.
Every time you do something, you pull out a rubber. Girl, every time you lay down, you pull out a rubber. Every time you pull out a rubber. Every single time Let that man laying in the bed next to you and
Girl,
rub.
I have them glued to my forehead. Absolutely.
You talking about
Yes.
absolutely? Charmaine lying.
You gonna take that, Charmaine?
No. I mean, because I think that once you get into a relationship, I bathe in bleach hair.
Now you know that's a lie.
My
But
dad,
she
wait,
will try. She has done some dumb stuff like that before.
my daddy used to bathe in
But
bleach.
you can't. Women can't do
Look,
that
a
because
little
we
cap of
open.
bleach.
And
Look, a
we.
little cap
I got
full.
a whole story about Charmaine and that damn bleach in the emergency room. I ain't gonna tell it on here, but she know.
I'm with Charmaine. I'm with Charmaine.
So
But see, this is the thing too, and this is a whole nother situation. What if you're dealing with a man that you married to? You sleeping with him unprotected, and he's out. He's having more sex in y'all's marriage than you are,
Then my name will be
and
Jermaine
not
Apollo.
using protection. So it's one of them things you can try to be as you all you can do is be as careful as you can be, but it's really it's a toss up.
Debbie said
Period.
that I had some
Okay,
good
Debbie.
ass sex, but I made that choice. I think
Mhm.
that we've all been in situations where we've had some risky sex and we've done some things that we probably shouldn't have done. But then we have to go back and we look at it. You know what? I made a mistake, but you know what? And here's the mustard seed ministry. God kept me. Not to say that He doesn't keep those that have the disease, but the different type of keeping. So I think that oftentimes that we hold things to a standard. So the reason why Jerry gonna be sharp as hell in the cast, he gonna kill him this week. So my thing is, and the reason I brought that up, Mimi, was
But you
because
know what? And I hate to keep that point. But see the thing, V, and I hear you. Yeah, you can go and kill them, but it ain't gonna change what done already happened.
it ain't gonna change it. So my question for you is, Mimi, then why is it such a stickler for a man to wait 30 or 60, 90 days into the relationship for him to reveal then to you, hey, listen, now that we're closer, now that we've gotten somewhere, I need to tell you that I have a past, that I've been known to be bisexual.
No, I don't have a problem with that if we haven't slept together. I mean, if we, but don't let me sleep with you and then um
Bring it on you.
bring it on me. To do this all in the beginning before I done lay down with you.
So if a man sleep with you first, and then like 30 days later, he come back and say, Mimi, you
Oh,
know
we're gonna
what?
have a problem.
Oh, he's gonna be a problem.
We're gonna have a problem.
Problem.
You gonna have a problem because he come back and tell you he's bisexual?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, I thought you meant the
Why?
other thing. The other. I don't care at that point. I'm like, it is what it is.
Right.
No, because for me, I'm like, come on, I got to. Everybody come through the damn door. I'm like, is that his time? If she is, I don't. I need
You
to
know
know.
what, Mimi? My thing is, if again, I'm gonna just say it again. If I'm secure within myself, and
Yeah.
you tell me 30, 60, 90 days later, oh, and by the way, I'm bi. The only thing that I'm going to say is this: why didn't you just tell me this up front? See, I don't like being robbed of my choices. That's the thing, because I may not be, I'm not into that, okay? But I'm okay with you being that, if that's
But this
what
is
you
my
like.
thing.
But
I'm
my
okay with
thing
you
is,
being that, and we
give
gonna
me
be
the
friends.
option to decide
I
before.
don't. I don't want to lay down with a man knowingly that I know he's been with other men. Now, this
That's
is the
my
thing.
point.
I'm
That's not my
sure
thing. That's not my
I done
thing.
dated some bisexual men in DC because it's a
Yes,
whole nother
Juliana.
level of
Tell
it.
me your buy
I'm
first. That's
sure.
it. That's it.
But I want to know. Give me the choice.
Yeah. Don't
I
rob
would
me of
probably
my
choose
choice.
not to, but give me the choice.
Yeah. And then damn, don't let it be good. And then all of a sudden you like, what? Wait a minute, what? I'm like, nah. Because I'm gonna be real with it.
It's like,
It's just like it's a turn off for me at that point, because to me, you misled me. You could have, if you felt that apprehension, or that you felt some type of way that maybe it wouldn't have been well received with me, then maybe you just shouldn't have started anything with me. You get what I'm saying? If you don't feel comfortable enough to lay down with me and be intimate with me, but you don't feel comfortable enough to talk to me about a level of intimacy that involves me as well, then I have a problem with you altogether. Oh, exactly.
I agree.
Right. Yeah.
We can't be both on it.
Baby, you go ahead with that. If that's your thing, let it be your thing. But I'm strict.
See, this is my other thing about that. When you keep stuff secret, that means
can't bring friends around you because I don't know if you're looking at them now.
But see, that's my thing. If you can't tell me, then that means you're ashamed of it. So, is that a part of your life that you're ashamed of? Is it not right? Is it
why be ashamed?
That's just one of them things. I would like to know.
Juliana, I have a question for you. She said, because if I like you, I like your choice. So are you saying to me that you can date a bisexual man? I want to hear her response.
Okay. Well, let's wait for it.
She's from Lubbock, y'all. I love her. She is so sweet. Debbie says, yes, because I don't do booty stuff or let them do it to me.
I'm with you, Debbie. I don't do booty stuff.
My men want to play or eat their groceries, and I'm not. So, Juliana, I'm not into it. So you're saying that you could not date a bisexual man? Okay, I hear you.
I'm not. The thing is, I'm evolved a lot, but I'm not that evolved yet. Okay. This is the thing. I won't say never, ever. But right now, no, I'm not there yet.
You're not there with dating a bisexual man or even entertaining their company on that level.
Not on that level.
Not on that level. I can go out with you. We can go Dutch. We can have fun. We can hang out. We can do a gamut of things. But it's just not where I am.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just a friend zone thing because I'm totally secure. I don't care if you're going to chase after a man or a woman. But I just again would say, just communicate with me and be upfront. That way, I have the option to let you down easy. Maybe, if that's the case,
So with this situation, with this man finding out, not unless we communicate first about the booty stuff.
This exit only.
This is exit only. So, Debbie, that's interesting because anal sex has become very popular these days. And
no, it has not.
And
no.
And women are now pegging men.
No, who's doing that?
He said never. That's like wearing another bitch underwear.
Thank you. Yeah, no.
I'm 64. Wait,
hold on, I'm 64.
I haven't grown up to deal with a big man. With a big man. Okay. So women are now, most women have slept with a bisexual man in their time. I agree. Most women.
I agree with that.
Yeah, they have. And I didn't know. And long as, what they say, ignorance is bliss. But once I found out, we got some problems.
Charmaine said she
Charmaine, like, yeah, she does. She nice.
This is the thing. What is in now is called pegging. And so you have a lot of women that have found that their husbands or their partners like anal penetration. So
that's a deal breaker.
And so what they're doing is they're putting on strap-ons and they're pegging. They call it pegging. They're pegging their man.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm a little.
I feel like you want me to do what?
Ouch.
Yes, I got
look, ouch.
Man too, that they not eat my booty or thumb in my butt, none of that. Look at my booty.
Yeah.
Debbie. You said no thumb in it, you ain't doing nothing.
See, this is my thing. Master the first hole.
Sandra said
before you start moving on the other.
No. Oh, and no, deal break.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Some chicks like it and do it, and that's because of them to peg and plug button. It's not.
No, that's not my judge.
I'll be happy when my husband just
So
go get his
amazing.
prostate exam that I ain't gotta fight him on. Yeah.
She said you. No, it don't. What is wrong with you?
I cannot take a drink. Stigma.
Why is it so stigma for a heterosexual man exploring his sexuality with a woman? It ain't gay if it's a woman, right?
Hold on, we say why? Okay, why so much stigma for heterosexual man exploring?
Well, put it like this. I'm gonna try to go here with it. I'm gonna take it here. I wasn't born with a penis, okay? So I'm not strapping on nothing to be poking or pegging or nobody's poop shoot. And I'm okay with if that's what he's into, then he needs a man and he needs to be on that side of the coin, okay? Because I don't know what to do with a penis because I wasn't born with one. So I'll be damned if I strap one on.
Child, if I put that thing on, I'd probably hit it like this. Just watching that thing move. Like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Miss B said this new generation.
That's too much cardio for me. Now I get tired. He be like, "Oh, you are lazy." I get tired.
It's not about sexual fit me. It's about germs, pain, and odor and growth.
Get the book. Somebody painting.
Yeah. You better know, Miss B.
I've been reading. Somebody been painting.
So listen, Torin brought up a really, really, really good question. He said, why is it that heterosexual men can't explore their sexuality with a woman? It ain't gay if it's with a woman, right?
But it's a penis. I don't have no penis. So if you want a penis, you want something in your butt, that means you like penis. Like I do.
But maybe they just want a finger.
I'm not putting my finger up nobody's butt
either.
So you do know that the prostrate is what gets a man off.
I do, and that's why I always say.
Let me see. Since my mom,
that's why I say anal sex is only enjoyable for men.
For men, it is
because I don't have no prostate
between the behind your testicles and before you reach your anal opening. Right,
I'm not milking the prostate. I'm not doing
that. Okay, believe me. So I wasn't born with a penis. I wouldn't know what to do with a strap on. That's just me.
And I'm not putting my fingers up your tail.
I'm not putting my finger. I'm not a proctologist either. So there's nothing I can do with these. Okay.
Because why do you pull something out?
That's girl. You can't brush your face.
Oh my God. This.
What happened?
She may run. Cousin, stop. Go ahead. She already now. But I tell you, Charmaine, I bet you won't do that. Bet you won't do none of that plugging with your new boo. That's a little man's exercise. That ain't for no big dude.
The booty is out.
The booty is out. I know, Debbie.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
So that's a no for y'all.
Yeah, no, that's it. I was about to ask.
It's a no for me.
Never come. No.
Ask me.
No, because I'm just like, okay, so when you do the fingers, right? That's normally what you do to penetrate a woman. So I got to do that to the butt. But I ain't been with no woman, so I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just sticking my fingers up your tail and doing what? Am I twisting it around? What am I doing?
You know what you like. You know when they put them fingers in you, what they do.
Well, I'm not, but I'm a girl.
Well, I'm a female.
To me, that means you doing girl shit. I don't want my man doing girl shit.
I don't mind. I don't mind pleasure principle.
Why does penetration have to be feminine?
Because that's what I think it is. Okay. I said for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like I said, I ain't that evolved.
I'm just not sticking that.
I ain't there. I might get there, but I'm not there right now.
Say butt?
You said when I do what?
I cannot put nothing. No,
You said when I lick it. I'm not, no.
Say we don't go past the balls. Okay. That's it. That's another region. Okay.
Mm-mm. You just made my sugar go low and my pressure go up.
I know it's not gross. It's not just, but to me, it's where all your wasting germs come out. It's a germaphobe. And I mean, listen, Debbie, I respect everyone's opinion about anal sex. I
This is
do.
what I'm saying.
But
I ain't against it for the gays. It's all right, because that's how y'all do it.
Girl, shit, cousin, it's unisex. So that means that Charmaine is
So you dealt with some dudes want something what they said? Comment on that, cousin. Have you dealt with some dudes that like you to put stuff up their butt? I'll wait.
She may not tell you.
Yeah, so don't say nothing then if you ain't gonna elaborate.
So I want people to understand that, you know, and gay men, some gay men look at the vagina as being just as nasty as the.
That's what I'm saying. I understand that.
Yeah.
Hold up. So you hold on 1 second. So you say absolutely, cousin? Okay, so see now I know some tea because she been with somebody for the last 13 years. So now, okay, go on. Finish you saying, Montee.
I was saying that, so I wish the hell I would lick someone's ass. I'd be smaller than a crackhead. You need to get on straight. We do need to invite, so we're going to invite them on here.
I was inviting Charmaine on today, but she didn't answer her damn phone.
We're gonna bring them on one day. So let's read this last letter, y'all. This last letter. We have 8 minutes to get through this last letter. Child, my son is confused. Dear Montee and MiMi, I need some help here for my son. If he's gay, that's fine. If he's not, that's fine too. He started hanging with a friend he met and they get along great, which is cool. The thing is, my son says he's confused because he likes to hang with his friend because he likes his values and the way he thinks, but he doesn't like penis, and his new friend is 100% gay. So what advice can I give to him? I told him it seems like a companionship more than a relationship, but they are pretty close in comparison, and hard to help him understand what it is he has. I just love my son no matter what, and I feel like you can give him some really good advice. What would you tell my son?
I would tell him it doesn't matter that he's gay. Because I believe this generation is going to be the one that changes that whole stigma where a gay man and a straight man can't be friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because to me, it should be about character. It shouldn't be about, I don't want this new generation going into, I can be his friend because what everybody going to think, So if he is she still on the Lord.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna tell you because we're gonna talk after this. I wish I could send her the link right now because I wanna yeah.
Send her the link.
Send her the link. Okay, I gotta go out to send it to her. Cousin, I'm sending it to you now.
So my thing for this young man would be that it's okay to have straight friends and gay friends. I was in a restaurant yesterday and I hadn't seen this dude for a minute. His name is Darren. And so he worked at the restaurant that I was at. And Debbie says she got a tornado there. Get safe.
Oh, go safe. Be safe.
Yeah, be safe.
Prayers up.
Yeah, that's in Texas. And so he saw me and he was just like, Lamont. And I was just like, and he's very much so straight. And so he was like, you got to get up and hug me. And I was just like, but I'm in pain. He was like, no, you got to get up and hug me because I have not seen you this whole year. You got to hug me, man. And I mean, the way he embraced me in front of everybody, it made me feel like, you know what? This is a true friend. regardless of how people view him or view me, he does not care. And I have a few straight guy friends that are like that. I have several straight guy friends that are like that, you know, and so I'm appreciative to having those type of relationships. And so just because your son is hanging around with someone gay, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're gay. I was taught that, you know, when I was growing up, my dad didn't want me to hang around with a couple of gay guys that I love to hang around with. Now, did I explore my sexuality and find out who I really, really was? I did. However, it was just cool hanging with them, you know, because I felt free. I felt like that I could be myself, and I love the way they carried themselves. And so, you know, I think it's important that people let people befriend who they befriend. So listen, y'all, we have Charmaine on here. Charmaine has been a character on tonight.
And Charmaine's a character in real life.
I couldn't wait to get on this show tonight, okay? MiMi.
Thanks, Charmaine.
One cousin.
So listen, we're not gonna be on here.
I'm confused for real. Montee, I gotta get back to this gay boy though. I do gotta get back to it.
Why is you
confused? I have had some trials and tribulations with my son. But what's the difference between ass and a cooch? You wash them, women bleed every month.
No, because one,
thank you. Why not? What's wrong?
One is an entrance, and one is an exit. Now, gay men have had they done made it. They didn't improvise, but I can't. This ain't made for that.
Something happened. She left. I don't know what happened.
But somebody probably walked in.
Well, again, to the point of the last, I think it's what both of you all said. It's about character, and I remember stating before that we need to have a more diverse, diversity within our friends, our peers, co-workers, loved ones, gay, straight, gay. It doesn't matter. If that person is of quality and of good character and just a genuine person, then you be his friend.
Real talk. Because I'm gonna tell you, my middle son, I knew he's just a different type of child. He hasn't shown I don't see
Debbie.
Huh?
Debbie, it's a tornado in Texas, and she's still on here.
Oh, no.
Get off the phone.
That is dedication. Thank you, Debbie. You are a super fan. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah. Please stay crocheting.
Charmaine is on here. Go ahead, MiMi.
Yeah, but my middle son, I already know he's going to have gay friends. Mm-hmm. He's that evolved. So, I'm not that evolved yet, but I did something right. That's how I'm looking at it.
Okay.
Because he's just that's the one that he watches Legendary with me. He's like, look at the artistry. Look at the costumes. They're really selling it. He loved, because how I look at stuff, he's an artist. So he loves the performance part of it like I do. So, but it's not with him, it's not a sexual thing. So I don't have a problem with my kids being, because that's how I've raised them to be, because I'm around so many damn gay men, and we all got gay people in our family. I can't tell you, you can't be that can't be your cousin no more because he got you. No, he's the same person. He has the same personality that you love and all that type of stuff. He just is attracted to the same gender.
Okay, so I want to get to Charmaine before we Charmaine.
Yes, sir.
Your question is, what is the difference between coochie and ass?
Yeah.
What's the big difference? I just told you.
No, cousin. Because let me tell you, I couldn't be a woman to eat no coochie because you discharge every day. This bitch is nasty. She have a period. All kinds of stuff. Men don't do all that.
But guess what? I'm not gonna eat. I'm not gonna do that neither. I'm not putting my mouth on no twat neither. What we was talking about.
Woman coochie. That's like, what are you doing? I mean, I'm not turning down no.
I'm not saying that. I ain't saying that. But what we were talking about was putting on the men wanting the woman to do something to them anally. You don't have no problem with doing that to your dude?
You wash, you take a shower. Why not? I can lick your ass.
I'm asking. So you okay with your dude?
Why not?
This is my
Charmaine,
question.
you can make
Go
some
ahead,
choice.
Charmaine.
So you all right? You all right with? So have you done that?
I'm not saying I've done it recently. I'm not saying I'm not saying I've done it at all. But what I do,
Oh, I know that this one now. I know he ain't going for that.
asking too, and they like, now you moving too fast, shorty. No, and I'm like, why not?
So you want to do it?
So you want to do it to a dude?
What the fuck am I doing to a girl? No, I'm not a coochie licker.
But
No.
that's what I'm asking. So you okay with your man wanting anal penetration?
Cousin, I don't
I'm
see
asking a question.
and sucking nothing.
You said what?
Yes, I don't care. I wouldn't care if he
Okay.
wants. Like, what not?
I just wanted clarity. I ain't that evolved yet. I'm not doing that.
What?
Because I'm not doing it. No, I don't play around with butts.
No. Coochie is a revolving
Don't play
door.
with mine. I'm not going to play with yours.
But what's the difference between you having your twat licked and him kissing you in your mouth after the fact?
Because I'm sucking his dick and kissing him in the mouth.
Oh, that's
Because it's mine. This is my stuff. And as is, we ain't bringing in no third twat. Second one.
Mm-hmm.
That
We
thing
ain't bringing in no third person.
Not that you are nasty as a woman, but women
Well, that's why you go brush your damn teeth and gargle and everything else. You ain't like you just got finished licking ass and come and turn kiss me in the mouth.
Scenario, be selective. That's all I'm going to say. Be selective. That's it. You can't
all
go
I'm gonna say is I'm not doing that shit. Sorry.
Everybody cannot go down
You do that.
everybody.
I'm not there yet.
Be safe and selective, okay?
Yeah, not doing it.
Me, Montee.
Huh?
I cannot with this MiMi. I'm just trying. I'm confused. I want to
hold up. Have I not been consistent forever? I've always said that. This is me.
Yes, and
I am what you call in the book, buy Montee's book, and go straight to vanilla. That is your girl. That's me. I'm a one-trick pony. I'm not exciting. I'm not. I do one thing real
persuasion. I come with all the flavors.
That's it. And it's okay because that's why you got everybody.
Challenge, it don't matter. But my whole thing is
you want some freaky shit? You go down and see Marsha Brady down here, or you go see Sandy over here. This one, Jan. It's not no. Jan is vanilla.
Men should be selective. Women are not. I just think a coochie is nasty. I wouldn't eat it. I couldn't do it.
Well, I can't do it either. That's why I'm not a lesbian.
You licking somebody's ass is just licking some skin. It ain't no discharge.
It's not licking no skin. A lot of men don't wipe. They don't wipe their ass real good. Some no. Soon as I get that, party is over. No. I don't even want to talk about it no more. That you got my God no. No.
This is a conversation for next week. We need to come up with a topic for next week. Maybe it will be sexuality, what goes on. And maybe we can talk about that. So final thoughts on tonight. What do you want to say, Miss Gigi?
I just want to say, there's a variety of ways that you can have relationships, relationships with people, communicate, keep the lines of communication open, be open-minded, and also be selective, but most of all, respect one another's differences and boundaries. Okay?
Every time you have a racist street drugs, but if you so don't watch it properly. Some of them don't. You're absolutely right. Charmaine, what would you like to say tonight?
I just think that people should be who they are, do what you like, enjoy what you do, and just be you. I'm gonna be me.
Yeah, do you? Yeah, do you?
Debbie said her final thought is that this was a fun one. I love chilling with y'all. We love chilling with you too, Debbie.
Yes, absolutely. Debbie. Yes.
MiMi, what's your final thoughts for tonight, sweetheart?
My final thought is be honest with yourself and be honest with others. Some stuff, and just like my cousin, some shit I won't do, the next woman will, and that's okay. Because I'm gonna let that nasty bitch do it. I'm not doing it. So you want some fingers? Hold on, I ain't finished. You want some fingers up your butt, or you want a little, a little. You want your salad toss? Go to the bottom of the screen. That
that's not an option, cousin. That's not an option.
But no, but for real, just be honest and know what your limitations are, what you will accept, what you're not, and just be honest with the person. That way, you ain't, you not holding somebody back. If they want to go do some more freaky stuff, let them let their freak flag fly and just go over here like I'm vanilla. Go find another, go find somebody else vanilla too. Just some regular stuff. But you want some exotic wild, I'm not your girl.
So my final thought would be, Cornelius, mind your motherfucking business. Those are my final thoughts.
I done forgot all about Cornelius.
And so with that being said, follow us on Instagram. Be sure and follow us on Instagram, In the Chair with Montee and MiMi. Follow us on Facebook, Montee and MiMi. And follow us on YouTube, In the Chair with Montee and MiMi. Listen, we love you. Have a wonderful night. Keep us in prayer as we pray for you. Peace out.